The VE Regional Computational Thinking in Schools or CTiS 2025 conference held on 14 to 15 June at IIIT Bangalore was hosted by Vision Empower in collaboration with CSpathshala, an educational initiative of the Association for Computing Machinery, India. Focused on the theme Computational Thinking for Inclusive Education in Schools, the event brought together special educators and pre-service teachers from special schools for the blind across India. Keynotes were delivered online by Dr. Manohar Swaminathan, Principal Scientist, Microsoft Research, and Professor Viraj Kumar from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore.
To talk about computational thinking, it is like you break down a bigger problem into smaller parts and solve them. And frankly speaking, it has nothing to do with your vision. If you have learnt it, you can solve everything you can program in an abstract way. That is one of the most lucrative areas that a visually impaired person can explore, but because it technically doesn't need eyesight.
Computational thinking for visually impaired students is very important. One of the reasons, nearly 6 years ago, we started computational thinking for the visually impaired students, thinking and making it, for all the sighted schools. The curriculum was available, and all the details of how it has to be taught in all the sighted schools was available.
The conference featured 35 paper presentations spanning subjects such as math, science, language, music, and coding, with hands-on demos and CT-based games enriching the sessions. 24 presenters attended in person, with others joining online, making it a truly hybrid and accessible event.
So when we started the entire research on how computational thinking has to be made available to children with visual impairment, we faced a major problem because the children in the special schools do not study computation at the same pace, as in when I say computation, I mean math related topics. They do not study it at the same pace. Now, because of that, what happens, even if you were to create something from this leveraging the CSpathshala curriculum, you're basically in a dilemma because you don't know whom you're making it for, which grade you're going to really take it to, right? So that was a big challenge. Then the second one was also that like I told you, the children, visually impaired children, don't have the context in which the entire curriculum is created, because a large part of it is visual. The learning outcomes as such should be the same, but the way the learning material is designed is not inclusive. So whatever we did was to address that challenge.
For Vision Empower has been to create this community of practice of teachers who are continuously engaged in STEM education for the visually impaired children. So this forum is very important for them to interact with each other, learn about each other's practices, best practices, learn about what works, what doesn't work, and just be inspired by the work being done all around India.
Time I spoke about computational thinking or computational thinking activities, we always said, what is abstract? It's very easy to teach through computational thinking because you can use visualization. So when I heard Supriya and Dr. Manohar, it was a big realization for me that, we need to adapt computational thinking for visually impaired children, because if not equally, it is more important for them to build these capacities for mainstreaming them in school education.
We have got 67 abstracts across 12 states, and out of 67, 43 are teachers and remaining are B.Ed students. impairments. I feel this conference has really motivated the teachers and encouraged them to continue integrating CT in their classrooms.
I have enriched my trust knowledge. In short, if the teaching community can do at least 10% of justice.
So before we begin, a quick reminder for our presentation.
डेज में हमने ये एक्सपीरियंस किया, बहुत सारे गेम उन्होंने सिखाया, तो जिससे वो कंप्यूटेशनल थिंकिंग गेम खेल में ही वो सीख पाएंगे और अच्छा डीपली वो लोग सोच के कर पाएंगे.
डिफरेंट आइडियाज़ थे. आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स वे जाकर सभी प्रेजेंटर्स ने अपने आइडियाज़ प्रेजेंट किए और अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस किया. बड़ी बात यह है कि लैंग्वेज बैरियर नहीं था, ट्रांसलेशन इजीली हो पाया था और हमने यहाँ पर एक मिनी इंडिया देखा.
The V Regional CTiS 2025 served as a powerful platform for collaboration, showcasing how computational thinking can be adapted for inclusive classrooms, particularly for children with visual impairment. The event marked a meaningful step in the Vision Empower journey to make CT accessible to learners with visual impairment.